So if you are a Severance fan, the show Severance, I should say, Apple TV's darling show, you'll notice, or you should notice at least this season has just been, mm, I don't know, man. It's been hard to watch. I've been trying the first few episodes. I was like, whoa, like what did I really love about this show? It started to make me forget what I really loved about the show. And then it started to get a little bit better, a little bit, it started to go up a little. And I was like, ooh, I'm getting interested again. And now it's like more dog shit. This last episode was just, I'm not going to, I'll spoil a little bit, I'm sure, with this article is probably going to spoil a little. So if you haven't watched the new episode, maybe pause this, go watch, come back, and then comment and let me know what you think. But I'm going to read this article. This article here is the Independent. So mm, mm. I don't know how I feel about the Independent. I don't read a lot of political arguments out of the Independent articles, I should say. So there, meh. Severance sparks debate about after fans slam boring new episode. Severance fans have flocked to social media to complain about the latest episode of the hit Apple TV Plus series, with some calling it the worst to date. The psychological thriller is more than halfway through its highly anticipated second season, which has so far earned rave reviews from viewers and critics. I don't know how, but Severance stars Adam Scott, Britt Lower, Zach Cherry, and John Turturro as a group of employees at the mysterious Lumen Company, which is run by the equally suspicious Egan family. All four have undergone a procedure called severance, in which their consciousness is completely divided between their work selves and home selves in a daring experiment to find a work-life balance. So far, despite many twists and turns, fans are still trying to figure out exactly what is going on in the show. Yeah, so when you watch the first season, it was it started really intriguing, and you were like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" The whole time you're watching that first season, you were like, "Whoa, what's going on? What's going on?" And you were like, you were you were just carried along. It was so good. By the end of the season, I was like, I was mad because I knew I'd have to wait a year. As it turns out, almost 3 years because of the stupid writer strike, to get a second season. So I was just irritated. It's one of those shows that when I watched the first season, I was like, fuck me. I should have just not watched this show and then binged it. It's a bingeable season, in other words. Let me just carry on here. Although episode 7, which delved into Mark's backstory with his wife Gemma, received some of the most positive reactions of the season so far, episode 8 has had a less than enthusiastic response. So, yeah, if you watched it, you'll know why, because it was dog shit. The episode in question reintroduces Harmony Cobell, Patricia Arquette, who has since been, or has been seen since, hasn't been seen since the start of season 2. Viewers are given a deep dive into Cobell's unbringing and her early obsession with the Egans. So I'm not going to go all into this because honestly, I don't want to blow too much if you haven't watched it. It's unnecessary for me to blow it. And whatever. It's just whatever. It's just giving you a synopsis of what went on in the show. The episode was pretty short, though. It was 37 minutes. Thank God it was short, because honestly, after about 10, 15 minutes of it, I wanted to turn it off. I was actually thinking, should I just forward it off nearer to the end of the episode and hopefully things would have happened. But I held it together and I just continued to watch. I think had it been 38 minutes, I might have done that, but it was only 37 minutes. It took forever to just get there, but it seems that this season has been like that. This season has been, I don't remember that from the first season where it just took forever for things to develop, or they do a thing like if you went to an old age home, to a retirement home, right? And you went to see someone there, let's say it's your great grandmother or something, and they wanted to show you around their room, their one room. And they took an hour to give you a tour of their one room. That's what the episodes feel like. It feels like it's telling you something in 37 minutes that they could tell you in about 3 minutes. It just drags on. And I know they're going for effect and they're going for all these different stupid things. They're trying to get a feeling, but it just absolutely missed horribly. And I just feel like the whole season's kind of been like that. Like I said, with a little bit of a peak, but more lows than highs in this season. And it's getting me to the point where I'm actually considering giving it up. But, I'm almost like whatever. I'm eight episodes into season 2 now. And through a whole season. I'm kind of invested now, and it hasn't completely jumped the shark yet for me, where they've done something where you're just like, oh, that's so stupid. It's just so dragging on. And I just don't. It feels like, to me, it feels like they know where it's going. Like they know where it's going to end. They just don't know how to get there. They're just kind of taking you there oddly. They're taking you the longest, stupidest path ever. It's like, we're going to head south, but we're going to go west for a while. And then we're going to go south a little bit. Then we're going to go east for a fuck ton of a while. Like, why don't we just go straight south? It's, it's not enjoyable. This is not this is not the scenic route. this is the awful way out of your way route. This is like driving through the Canadian prairies. There's nothing to see, and it's a throwaway. So this season has just been kind of bad so far. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to redeem itself. I don't know if we're just in a lull. I hope so, because I like the show. Let me know what you think. What do you think let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this thing is gone? Do you think they've, whatever it was, 2.5 years of, of no show kind of threw it off, or they just don't know where to go with it? Or do you think it's good and I'm retarded? I don't know. Let me know what you think.